Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Maddie, for those who don't know, and today I'm going to be doing my top 24 books of 2024. Let's see how many times I can say 2024 in this video. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first book for January I have on this list is Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. This book at first, when I first read it, I thought it was horrible. I hated it. I wanted to put it down because I just didn't really, the plot was interesting in it to me, but I didn't see I didn't see the full picture of how the author was going to play it out. But I picked it back up again and it was really good, so I'm very happy that I did. And I think now in my mind it's probably a 4-star, but whenever I first read it, I rated it a 3-star because I just felt like it was too long for what it was supposed to be, and I didn't understand the author's writing style, so that also contributed to how I thought about the book. The second book that we have for January is The Selection by Kiera Cass. This is like a fantasy YA dystopian type of vibe, and it is really good. I mean, the first time I read it, I enjoyed it. There was a love triangle. It was basically like The Bachelorette or Bachelor, but make it way YA and make it like high stakes, intense fighting, kind of blood everywhere scene. So I thought it was really interesting. I felt like there's like other aspects of books I could see in it, but the author's writing style is very clear, I guess it was whimsical kind of, but not really at the same time. So yes, I did very much enjoy it. The last book that we have in January is The Elite by Kiera Cass. This book again was just, it felt like reading Dance Moms because of how dramatic and drama-wise it was, and just like the plot in it, the enemies to lovers, though there is some violence in it. And it was really sad to read because it is about a very close character to the main character, and the romance was romancing. So yes, it was very good. I did really enjoy it. The only book that I have from February is The One by Kiera Cass. This whole series, I just say was a 5-star series for me. It was really good. The romance, the drama, the violence, it was crazy. It was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. So I highly recommend. Even if you're an adult, like it's just an amazing series, and it'll get you back into reading because it definitely got me into reading more like princessy, king, or prince romances. So yes, I really enjoyed it. The only book that I have for March is One of Us is One by Karen McManus. The plot twist in this book was absolutely crazy, absolutely wild. I never saw it coming. There is definitely some trigger warnings I would look up because it's 5, isn't it? Yeah, 5 students walk into a high school detention, and at the very end, only 4 come out. So it's very on the edge of your seat mystery. I'd say there's a lot of clues revealed along the way, and each of them is hiding a secret, and some of them are really dramatic, some of them not as much as others, but they still are enough to get them in trouble with police, so that is definitely detrimental. So yes, I highly recommend. Okay, so now we are on to April, and the 2 books. We have 2 books, but I will go ahead and show you the first one is Ignite Me by Tara Mafi. Ignite Me was really good, I have to say. Ignite Me is the 3rd one. Unravel Me is the 2nd one, but it was not one of my favorites. It was a good 2nd book, and it was a good sequel. I think it was really good, but I just think that Ignite Me was a lot better, in my opinion. And then the 2nd book for April is Restore Me by Tara Mafi. This one was really good, you know. I really liked it, and it introduced us a lot more characters, and it set the story for the next one, which was a huge plot twist, so I was very excited and happy about it. So now we're on to May, and I think May is one of the months that I had a really good time reading, and I think this is one of the months that has the most highest books that I have on this list. So to get it started off, the very, very popular book talk book, I have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and this is the special edition. I love it so much. Very shiny, very glimmery, and there's exclusive content in it. So this book pretty much got me into fantasy. I love it a lot, very, very much. It's amazing. I definitely love it. I definitely recommend it to anybody who's trying to get into fantasy or who wants fantasy. Next in May, we have Defy Me by Tara Mafi. This one was really good again. This one had a huge plot twist in it, like huge. Like it felt like a brand new series because of how big of a plot twist it was. And I loved it so much, so I definitely recommend it. Next we have on the list is Imagine Me by Tara Mafi, which is the last book in the Shatter Me series. And again, great way to end the series. I loved it very, very much. Shatter Me will forever have a very special place in my heart because I just think that it was a really good series and I'd seen so much about it, and you know, it will always live up to the hype in my mind, and so I'm very thankful for that, and I'm very thankful that I got to experience it because of the spin-off series that is coming out next year, so I'm very, very happy for that. The next series that we have is a duology, and it was a 5-star duology. So I'm going to go ahead and show you both of the books in the same clip, which is the Betrothed, which is the first one, which I love this one very, very much. It was a quick, easy read. Love it so much. I love Kiera Cass. This one was again by Kiera Cass, which is the author of the Selection series. So of course I had very, very high hopes for it, but she didn't disappoint. She really, really got her point through. And then the series ended with The Betrayed by her, and it was really emotional, but it ended up having a happy ending, which I was very thankful for, because if it didn't, she probably would have wrecked me. But I always recommend this. I will forever recommend it. I will recommend it probably more than the Selection, just because of how emotional it is and just because of how heartfelt it is. So yes, I very, very love this so much. Okay, so our last book in May is Pinky Promise by Sapphire Hale. I could not recommend this book enough. It is amazing. I love it so very much. One of my favorite books ever, I would say, because it is a romance between a hockey player and a cheerleader. Really interesting tropes that I never thought I would have seen. It's very sweet in the way that they talk to each other and the way that they interact with each other. And I love it very, very much. I mean, Sapphire Hale is probably one of my favorite authors. I've heard her so much. She needs a lot more recognition than she gets. So I will always rave about her and everything that I do. For June's month, I have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I love this book so much. If anything, you need to read this. If you listen to anything I say, read this book. Love it so much. Highly recommend. And then I also have on the list, which is probably a very hot take, but I have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I actually really enjoyed this one. I loved Iron Flame. I thought it was great. I honestly thought it was better than Fourth Wing in my opinion, but most people do not agree with me. I have to say probably my least favorite thing was the cliffhanger, and if you know, you know. So it was just very, very sad and very how is this gonna work out? How is she gonna play it out? But we all have faith. Well, I have faith that Rebecca Yarros will figure it out, and she will write it, and she will do it the best way it could have ever been done. What month is it? June, July. Okay, it's July. Okay. Already started this, so I'll edit it out. For our next month, we have July, and we have The Inheritance Games and Keeping 13. The Inheritance Games and Keeping 13, really good books. Both recommend. Love them so very much. 5 stars. Amazing reads. Read them. Really recommend. Then the next book we have, or the last book I should say we have, is Wildest Dreams by Sapphire Hill, which is the second book to Pinky Promise. It is amazing. I love it so very much. One of my favorite books. Definitely recommend. I was very worried why it was going to be a 500-page book, but a 500-page romance book. I was like, it does not need to be that long. But it was really good, and it worked out in the end, and I love it so very much. Next, for the month of August, May, June, July, August, yes. August, we have Verity by Colleen Hoover. This book, totally recommend if you are into like psychological thrillers. This type of book really creeped me out. I had to put it down one night because I just kept reading it, and it was like 1 a.m. in the morning, and I read this in under 24 hours. It was amazing, easy read, highly recommend. And this author, like, just in total, she's a very easy author to read. So yes, I did very much enjoy it. Next, we have the month of October. First we have is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. This book, all the books are sad, but this one just doesn't compare. Like, this one was just immaculate and so sad and so heartfelt, and I loved it so very much. That's how much I tabbed it. That's how much I loved it. Definitely my most tabbed book, and I just love it so much, and I would really recommend reading it. Like, really recommend. Then we have Rival Darling by Alexandria Moody, and it was really good. You know, like, it was really good. It's a YA hockey romance, which I think is really cool that it's young adult and that it's a hockey romance series. It's the first in the series, and so I was very excited to read it. And it had really good banter. There's a little small triple miscommunication, which really like upset me. But other than that, I was fine. Then we have one of Book Talk's most prized books ever, and that is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I mean, what do you expect? It was amazing. It was great. Read it. It was kind of like, for me, it was like a mix of Fourth Wing and Hunger Games. So it was still YA. But I saw a reel the other day, the love interest for this book. It was like, Powerless is YA, but Kai's not. And I was like, girl, you were so real for that. And it's just really good. And I really recommend, and I really think you should read it. So yes, highly recommend, highly read it. I read the novella, and the novella was good too, but I mean, nothing special about it. It's just a novella. So recommend reading both. I do recommend reading both. Next up, for the month of November, we have is a duology. And again, my two favorite duologies of the year was The Betrothed and If Only He Had Been With Me. This is the collector's edition, which I rated this one 5 stars. Amazing book. Go read it. Sad, beautiful, breathtaking, tragic. Loved it so very much. And the second book, If Only I Had Told Her, which is a 5-star rate for me as well. Sad, beautiful, tragic. Go grab the tissue box. Go grab it. I dare you. Go grab the tissue box because you're going to need it. Really highly recommend. Really amazing, great read. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, all of these are really great reads. I mean, that's why they're in my top 24. So yes, definitely read. Definitely recommend. Now we have made it to the last month of 2024, December, which I know December is still currently going on, but there's only one read that has stuck with me in December so far, and I think this is the only one that probably will. That is Light Lark by Alex Astor. This is in 6 out of 5 stars, infinity read for me. I love this so very much. Definitely recommend. Love it so much. Like, you don't even understand how much love I have for this book and how I'm so glad that I finally read it after putting it off for so long. The middle of it, like, I'd say like probably this much in the book is like slow, which I guess I didn't really enjoy. but I'd say the other parts of it are really, really good. You see, this is a thick book, but it's good. So highly recommend, highly recommend. Without further ado, thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much. I have multiple accounts. You can go follow me pretty much anywhere. I soon hope to open an Instagram account for my, my channel, I guess, my persona, I guess. I'm very excited. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey for this year, and I will see you sometime soon. So, bye!